Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live, well, recorded, from the south side of Chicago, it is 0 Point Energy. I'm Jorge,
And I'm Sean.
and we're going to talk to you about a movie that came out a few months ago, Wonder Woman 1984.
It was a fucking fantastic movie.
It really was. I thought it would be a shit show, but it was awesome.
I mean, it seemed that way from the beginning. We thought it was going to be bad. From certain reviews, it seemed like it would be bad. But watching it for myself, it's a good movie. It could have been better. It could have been way worse.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was entertained the entire time. That's all I need from a movie. Entertain me. Keep me invested. I want to turn the movie on, and 2 hours later, I wanted to say that I was engrossed the entire time.
Oh, no, I agree. I mean, I really thought it would be really bad. I thought from the reviews, like, Chris Pine would be horrible, Gal Gadot, I mean, fuck. But no, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm singing the praises. This is an awesome movie.
Not even really any one standout point. The entire movie is actually pretty cool. Pedro Pascal is amazing. Like, he's able to ham it up a lot as Max Lord.
Yes. Oh my God, he could. This man can do no wrong. I mean, he obviously did a lot of wrong shit in the movie, but I mean, he can ham it up and he could have fun with it. It was awesome.
Yes, it was just amazing. For anyone who's just not super familiar with the Max Lord character, it's basically like before he gets these weird powers. Without the powers, it's Lex Luthor if the only thing he had was money and no intelligence.
And charisma. A lot of charisma.
Usually people with a lot of money have some form of charisma because that's how they got their money, or at least that's how they keep their money.
Take your word for it. No, but I mean, the movie, I thought it was going to be a reboot. Most people said it was a reboot, but no, it takes place not right after. It takes place after the first movie in 1984, like the title says.
That's 42 years later, give or take.
About Gal Gadot works in the Smithsonian. We got Kristen Wiig playing the semi-antithesis of Wonder Woman character, who is Cheetah.
Yes.
Kristen Wiig was also phenomenal. She was great and quite the looker. I mean, I already was attracted to her. Awesome woman, awesome actress, but damn.
Blonde definitely worked for her.
Yes. Why do blondes always have like the eyeliner, like the heavy eyeliner? It works so well.
Because it works.
All right.
Like, someone else who that look absolutely works on, Taylor Momsen.
True. Very true. For those of you who don't know, Taylor Momsen is a guitarist as well as a singer, right?
Yes, she's the lead singer and guitarist. Oh shit, I just forgot the name of her band.
Okay, whatever.
But it's
Look
a
her
good
up.
band.
Yes, it is. Great songs. But back to the movie. So, we have the entire set taking place in... Sorry, setting. Not set. Taking place in D.C. 1984. And...
Also in the city of D.C. 1984.
That's what I meant. What the fuck? Why were you correcting me? What the...
DC, because it's a DC movie, DC Comics.
Okay, fine. Okay, anyways. So, we have Wonder Woman who works at the Smithsonian with Kristen Wiig. Her character's name is Barbara. And they come into possession of some kind of dream stone made by some sort of god of lies. And basic rundown of the movie, Barbara gets to be Cheetah from Wishing because she tried to be like Wonder Woman, Diana Prince. We also have not a cameo, but basically a cameo from Chris Pine coming back in the movie because Wonder Woman wished for him, and then hell ensues.
I wish I may, I wish I might, I wish I had good dick tonight. And woohoo, her boyfriend appears.
Yeah, basically. I mean, this movie is like, it's weirdly paced, and it also has chaos all over the place just because of desire. Like, that's the one main thing in this movie. Whatever you desire, if you just wish for it and it comes true, it will cause chaos. Which is a weird message.
Oh, it's monkey paw style wishing. So for everything you wish for, no matter what you wish for, something bad is going to happen because of it. So I wish I had more nuclear weapons. Causes other people to launch nuclear weapons at you because now you suddenly have nuclear weapons. Like, I wish I had $1 million. You have $1 million. The rest of your family is now homeless.
Yeah. You wish for one thing, you get a bunch of other stuff in return.
Yeah.
Like when Diana wished for for a good neck, she also lost her actual powers. She's not supposed to be able to bleed. She's supposed to get bruised at most. She bleeds in this movie. Like, I'm like, that's not canon. That should not happen.
She got dicked down to the point of being weak in the knees, literally.
She was weak all over the place. What the hell? Not just the knees. What the? No.
I know, and she almost got crushed between the two trucks. Looked like she missed leg day or something.
Okay, true. Fair. Very fair. Moving on. So, there's the scene that he's talking about where she's being chased. No, she's chasing Max Lord through a highway in the desert in what's called Bialya. Or what was Bialya
Cairo.
in Egypt. Huh?
Cairo.
Okay, Cairo.
Cairo, Bialya.
DC in the real world, but yeah. So, Bialya doesn't actually exist, but it was a thing back in the day, and he's being protected by the Bialyan army because plot. And she tries to stop him, she's getting crushed by APCs basically, and then Chris Pratt stops it. Chris Pine, sorry, not Chris Pratt.
I say, don't mix up the Chris's.
Okay, it's not like his name is Josh.
There's only one true Josh. It's a 5-year-old boy.
Yes, in case you didn't know, the epic battle of Joshes happened about a few days ago.
A week ago. Last Saturday.
Oh, damn, yeah. So, from there, like he said, she skipped leg day. Then Chris Pine comes in, saves her because he basically gets between the cars, kind of. And then she jumps up, she grabs her lasso onto a rocket, and saves a bunch of little kids.
Yes, if only RPGs could solve all crises in the Middle East.
They cause more of them. No.
In this instance, it's saved.
Yeah, and nuclear weapons can restart the center of the universe. No.
They could.
No.
Superman did it once.
For the love of... Okay.
He also restarted the sun like 2 or 3 times.
Superman All-Star. No, All-Star Superman. That's it. Moving on. I mean, what did you think of Barbara's cheetah costume computer thing?
The costume she put on, whether it had the cheetah print or when she went full cheetah and the
full cheetah.
I liked it. Like, it could have been a little bit better, but it works. It works for the concept of how everything was working in this movie, where she wanted to be the perfect apex predator. She wanted to be more powerful. She wanted to be more. So she became an animal, but she's still a person, and it didn't quite look right as a cheetah animal, but it didn't quite look right as a person with cheetah qualities, which perfectly fit kind of the theme of how they're going for the wishes in this movie.
True. I mean, it actually... I mean, personally, it looked better than Cats, at least.
Everything looks better than Cats. I can do better than Cats, and I've only been using 3D animation for about 6 months.
Okay. So, I actually really like the makeup and
I can make a ball bounce.
Moving on.
Took me 6 months to get that far.
God damn it!
Ball bounce for about 4 frames.
Why were you making a ball? Okay, fine, we're talking about this. Why did you make a ball bounce? Why are you learning this?
Because it was one of the tutorials that came with Blender.
What? Okay, now explain what Blender is.
It's a 3D rendering program for animation and drawing.
Okay. You done?
Maybe.
I hope so.
I mean, we could just sit here quietly and listen to this soothing jazz that I have playing in the background. See, I like my music selections. They're great.
So do I, but... Oh, God dang, you put the volume up. Okay. Okay, you done?
Maybe.
Okay, so, back to the movie. The idea that Max Lord was, in pain, he was trying to actually get out of debt and not just be a con man, but be something. It actually really, really resonated with me, and as a guy, because you try to put yourself forward, your best self, and he's just like, this is who I want to be. It's not me, but it's who I want. It's who I want everyone to see me as. You know what I mean? Everyone has that kind of desire, but then at the same time, he just goes maniacal and goes, let's destroy the world because fuck it.
Well, he didn't quite get to that point until his son wished for his goodness. Like, realistically, this follows one of my personal life mottos: his children are evil, and Max Power's son, Max Power's, not sure, Max Lord's son, he basically personified that. Like, when he was given the power to wish for anything at all, he started to say he wished he could be with his father, and his father stopped him from saying that. So the next thing out of his son's mouth was, I wish for your goodness. And from then on, Max becomes the most evil person in the entire movie.
Yeah, I mean, besides Barbara's kind of beating the crap out of a drunkard who assaulted her before, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's just her wish upping her aggression and toning down her empathy.
True. I mean,
like, he literally had all the good, what good was left in him, removed from him by his son. Children are evil.
No. Okay. 0 Point Energy does not condone nor encourage this type of ideas. This is all Sean, just letting you know. This is our legal blurb.
I speak for the brand, and the brand is against children. Children are evil. Stop having them.
Like I said, we do not encourage or condone Sean. Anyways. So,
I have
no.
access to the trees,
Okay.
and for some fucking reason,
No.
just picking Vietnamese.
No. Okay? I believe the children are the future, okay? We treat them well, and we let them lead the way.
No.
Yes.
I mean, in the oncoming traffic, yes.
Fuck you, no! Jesus.
He can't say this. He keeps letting people have children.
Who?
He said Jesus.
I was talking about my cousin, you racist bastard.
Oh, Chewy, the guy with the tacos? That's a good
Damn it.
tacos, man.
He's not a taquero, he just likes tacos, you bastard.
It's not my fault. He always says tacos.
Okay, moving on. Anyways,
I'm gonna know him as Chewy, the taco guy.
he's also a carpenter.
Taco Jesus.
Taco Jesus. Doesn't even have... Okay, moving on. Okay, you didn't even catch it was a Vanessa Williams song, did
Can
you?
he turn water into mole?
Technically, any Mexican food can do that, but moving on.
Can they make pozole edible?
Pozole is edible.
No, it's not.
Yes, the fuck it is.
No, it's not.
What is wrong with you?
Not Latino enough?
Ok. Este podcast ahora va a estar en español porque este pendejo no sabe...
No Nintendo.
What?
It's a no Nintendo.
Qué bueno. Ok, ahora, cuando estábamos hablando de Wonder Woman 1984, era una película en que vemos cosas de 1984, sí, pero también tienen el set que se ve espléndido, sí, porque tienen muchos carros de ese tiempo, tienen diferentes atuendo tienen... Okay, you know what? Fuck it.
I was getting into it.
The fuck you were?
It's so soothing. I'm mostly listening. I'm still mostly listening to my music over here.
Fuck you. Okay, so I was saying before, the setting is actually really nice, and the 1984 feel is actually really authentic. There were barely any, mistakes where modern technology was in there. We had the small CRT TVs. We had TVs set into a wall. Why was that a thing back in the day?
What, setting them in the wall?
Yeah, like in the beginning where they had Max Lord with his announcement about oil and all
Oh,
that.
it's just to save space. People thought it looked cool. It's the same reason people put fish tanks in the wall.
Oh, God.
It saves on floor space, but it also looks kind of cool.
Oh, right. So a big part of the movie is also that Max Lord is a
con man. He's absolutely a con man.
Okay, he's a con man, yes. But he was trying to do good. I mean, he has a good-ish personality. He was trying to be good and get money and live a good life for his son.
His personality is literally just like at the end when they have him see the truth, and when basically the truth set him free. They show like he grew up poor. He came from an abusive family. He started this company literally as a way to try to cheat all the rich kids from his college out of their money. Like, he became one of them so he could steal from them. And kept that going for the rest of his life. He's a con man. He absolutely was a con man. There's no good personality of it. It's he's poor and he realized the best way to stop being poor was to steal. If you use his message as a positive message, the positive message there is poverty causes crime. We need to get rid of poverty.
Okay, I can agree with that. Speaking of that, how would you get rid of poverty and do not involve killing?
Like no one at all?
Yes, no one at all.
Really?
Jesus. Shut up.
I mean, I want tacos now.
No killing anybody. Come on. Work those muscles. Well, brain.
No. You gotta kill
Yes.
some people.
No.
There's a lot of stupid in this world that can go.
Moving on. Okay, so one of the wishes that was really, really weird was the oil baron who was a... What's the word? A competitor of... What? Oh, that was another weird thing. The company's name, Black Gold. Really? Come on. That is way too fucking on the nose.
What they called it, Texas tea?
That would have been clever. Black Gold is just no.
Bubbling crude?
Public crude?
Is it bubbling crude?
That's weird.
Running through
No.
Beverly Hills Berry song here.
Yeah, you didn't recognize the Vanessa Williams song. Fuck you. So.
Why would I ever recognize Vanessa Williams song?
Because she's a treasure.
No.
That's why. Yes.
If she's such a treasure, why is her music so hard to recognize?
Because you are an uncivilized Philistine. Moving on.
I am. I really am. I have no culture at all. I mean, I spend all day either listening to jazz, pirate metal, or Kylie Minogue songs.
I like all of those. Why don't you like the same music I like? Moving on.
Because you are me. Except you speak Spanish.
That was what's a boat that went to sea. The boat was named the Billy O T. No, I'm kidding. I mean, this... God damn it, now I can't remember what I was thinking. Fuck. Okay, right. Black Crude. No. Black Gold.
Black Gold. Cooperation. Not corporation. Cooperation.
Cooperative.
Cooperative. Either way.
What is
He's a
cooperative? What?
He's a co-op.
What's a cooperative, though? Like, in business
The-
sense, that doesn't make any sense.
Everybody comes together to do their part. So that's why they described it as a Ponzi scheme. He would get one investor to say, hey, if you give me $100,000, I can guarantee you a profit of another 100,000, so you'll make back 200,000 in 6 months. In 6 months, he gets another investor to give him 200,000, which he gives to the first guy. I said, all right, now if you give me 300,000, I'll make sure you get 500,000. He takes that 300,000, pays back the guy who gave him the 200,000, and you just keep doing that over and over again until you either run out of investors or someone catches you.
To be fair, he did try to do business. He bought land in different places, drilled it. He didn't tap shit.
He bought the drilling rights to places where every land survey says there's no oil here, there will never be oil here, oil doesn't exist, you're stupid for putting a well here. And he put wells there.
Okay, to be fair, oil exists everywhere. The only problem is you need to dig fucking deep as hell in order to get there.
It doesn't exist everywhere. It exists most ways.
Okay. Everywhere.
No.
Almost everywhere.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
If you dig deep enough, yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I think saying if you dig deep enough, you hit China. I mean, yes, but no.
Depends on where you dig.
The Russians dug almost all the way to hell.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
What? That's a great thing.
No, it wasn't.
I kind of wish they hadn't covered the hole because I would like to visit it.
What is your obsession with holes?
What?
Stick my dick in it. No.
It's a hole the size of a soccer ball that's something like 14 miles straight down.
Just no.
That's amazing. Because I want to go to the hole and I want to drop a soccer ball down it.
No.
Actually, what I want to do is I want to take one of those clear hamster balls, put a GoPro in it, and drop that down there.
You'd also need light. Also, it would probably start melting about, 5 miles in?
Something like that. But still.
No.
It'd be cool to get yeah.
No. Just...
If it's soccer ball size, they make baseball sized drones. So just fly a drone down the hole.
They only have a range of, 2 football fields?
Right.
No.
Why?
Because you, number one, you wouldn't be able to get it back. Number two, I don't think there's even enough air down there to float with. Number three, it'll drop in.
We flew a helicopter on Mars. So I can fly a helicopter in hell.
Have you ever heard of the phrase false equivalency?
If you can fly where there's less air and atmosphere than Earth, then you can fly anywhere on Earth.
Okay, fine. I agree with that. Anywhere on Earth, not in Earth.
Well, at their point, it stops being flying and becomes falling with grace and style.
Kind of like Wonder Woman. Yeah. She learned how to fly after she let go of her boyfriend, who basically stopped in... oh, right. When she wished for him, he came back in somebody else's body. After that, then they had their adventures, and we finally saw an invisible plane. Get it? We saw an invisible plane? Huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that makes me think, though. Like, literally the first thing they did after she figured out who he was they fucked. Now, we know he's in a different body. The body looks completely different from the outside.
Yeah.
Did that mean she chucked another guy? Did she wish for the best dicking of her life and get a different dude who talked to her in her ex-boyfriend's voice?
Where are you going with this?
I'm just saying. I'm pointing out a weird flaw there. It's like, technically, she never got to have sex with him. He died before they did it the first time during World War II. And then in the 80s, when she wishes him back so she can get that good dick, it's not his dick that's attached to him.
That don't matter apparently. It's his soul. His soul.
Dude, if I could fuck souls, that would be amazing.
We're moving on. Okay. We're not talking about that. Actually, you know what? Why not? So, you guys remember Ghostbuster, the first one, where we have Dan Aykroyd? He dreams about this beautiful woman. She's blonde. She's in white. And then he looks up. Suddenly he wakes up. And then, for some reason, his pants open up. And then he has the biggest doll face you've ever seen.
He fucked us all.
Yeah. Is that what you're thinking about?
No.
Thank God. Okay. So, we don't have to talk about that no more. Moving on. So, what I was getting at before, she had to choose to renounce her soulmate, or, who she loved, and then he goes away, she gets her powers back, and then suddenly she learns how to fly. Like, literally, she swings her lasso, pulls, goes up into the sky, then she lassos a plane to keep going up higher,
and then she lassos the lightning.
First she learns how to fly. For some reason, she was falling with style and then flies and then lasso the lightning. Also, she can use it as a fan to pull herself forward.
Yes.
Never saw that before, but fine. I'll accept it. Lassoing lightning, though. That was some weird shit.
They missed a good opportunity to make that scene longer and just play Ride the Lightning the whole time.
Yes, it's a good song.
They also could have done Thunderstruck.
I'll agree with Thunderstruck. That's a good song.
Although, that works better for Thor movies. Especially Ragnarok.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, another weird thing through this movie was when we meet Kristen Wiig's character, Barbara. She's completely treated like shit throughout this, like, the beginning of the movie. Like, what the fuck? Like, nobody treats one person like shit that bad. Or at least not that I've seen.
You've never been the super nerd.
I was considered the super nerd.
No, you weren't. That is, you've never been treated like that.
I guess not. I mean, I've never met anybody treated that way, ever. I mean,
well, that's because bullying is bad and wrong, and we try not to do it in this day and age. But this was the 80s. This is when Revenge of the Nerds came out, where the main character raped someone, and then they fell deeply in love for 4 more movies.
oh god, okay.
Yeah. The 80s. Not the best time for life lessons.
Alright, and the Dreamstone was created by a god named Dolos Mendacious? Like, what the fuck?
Dolos Mendacious.
Like, I've never even heard of this god. Mythology, like, I mean, apparently it's Greek mythology. Yeah, he's
the Greek version of Loki.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a minor god.
I'm sorry, I'm bopping around with my music. Oh! Made me think of something. I don't know why the fuck it made me think of something. But, you mentioned earlier that the pacing of this movie is really weird.
Yes. Oh god, yes.
It makes me think of another movie we watched tonight, and we actually decided not to give its own episode to. Mortal Kombat 2021. The pacing of that movie is so fucked up.
We weren't going to talk about this.
I enjoyed the movie, though. I enjoyed it.
Why are we talking about this? No.
Because we can.
I fucking hate you.
We have a platform. We can. I'm bored. I'm going to talk about it. I like the movie. It is a shitty Mortal Kombat movie. It's one of the worst Mortal Kombat movies I've ever seen. I've seen all the Mortal Kombat movies. But it's a good action movie.
The fuck it is.
It is.
Okay. Let me tell you what a good... No.
It's good...
You said your shit. Hold on. A good action movie is Hardcore Henry, okay? There was barely any story in that. It was basically all action. It was ridiculous. It was flashy. It was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a fucking Oscar winner compared to this shit. Okay, and I love Hardcore Henry. It's a masterpiece of action. Okay,
It
of
is.
quick
I love
pacing
it.
of everything. Okay, Mortal Kombat is. They took the original. Okay, they updated a couple things. They changed the story a little bit. The story changes. I don't actually mind so much, except for making Hanzo Hisashi's kid character never in any of the games. Again, that I don't mind. Making him the main story and then kicking him out of the way. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Okay. Let's spend 20 minutes setting up the rivalry between Sub-Zero and Scorpion. And then let's not mention that for another hour and a half. And then, when we finally mention it, we're gonna... Scorpion's back. So, fuck the other guy that you've become invested in for the rest of the movie. But, why I say this is a good action movie is, if you've ever watched some of those old, especially like the 60s, 70s, just like D-rank martial arts movies, the ones where you can tell that they're punching a mile wide and not coming anywhere near the guy they're trying to hit. And it's just this awesome choreography where it's like, dude does a backflip and 10 guys go flying away from him. This is that level of awesome.
Fuck you.
What?
Okay.
I love those movies. Those movies are so bad, they're fucking awesome, and this fell right into that category. Like, I can't tell you shit about the story, because there wasn't one. I can't tell you anything about the characters, because there's only 4, and one of them you don't care about.
I don't care about any of them, so I don't know who you're talking about.
Like, the only good character, the best character in this entire movie, fucking Kano, because he just chews the scenery in every goddamn scene he's in.
Yeah, he's the only good part of this movie. Like,
He must have realized on the first day of filming that this was going to be a shithole of a project, and just like, fuck it, they're paying me for it. He just started having fun, and he's fun.
he
Especially
really
when he gets a laser eye.
Oh god, the laser eye. They changed the story up where to be in Mortal Kombat you have to be chosen to have the Mortal Kombat insignia, the dragon, everybody knows it, somewhere on your body. So once you're chosen, you will become a protector of Earththrone. Now, what comes with that is a power. So in order to get rid of some of the magical subtlety, kind of the games, they decided to make it so that everyone who has that medallion symbol on their body gets a power. So, in this case, Kano's was Laser Eye. Everybody knows that he had the whole cyber face thing that gave him a laser eye. Well, not anymore. Now he just has scratches and a magical laser eye. Then we have Liu Kang, who has basically summoning of fire, and Kung Lao, who is a descendant of the original Kung Lao.
Frisbee hat.
Frisbee hat, yes, Frisbee hat.
As they describe it in the movie, his special power is Frisbee hat.
Moving on. So, from there, we have Jax, who we don't discover his power until later on. He lost his arms to Bihan, Sub-Zero, and then later on he gets these like spindly arm things that can barely work, and they're thin and lark. And then suddenly he basically evolves or levels up, and he gets those big-ass arms that we're all used to in the games. And then we have Cole.
He got armor.
He has armor that is woven from a bracelet that his daughter made him, and the armor is goldish in tint. It is unbreakable to different attacks, and he can also summon woven tonfa.
It's to show that the bonds of family are the strongest ever.
You don't even like family. Shut the hell up.
What other reason could it be that his string bracelet that his daughter wove for him is like the ties to your family are the strongest thing ever. So here's some body armor made out of that shit.
Oh no, I agree with your interpretation. I'm just saying you don't get to say it.
But I have to say it.
The fuck you do?
You were getting there too slowly.
Fuck you.
No.
Good. Now. God damn it, where was I?
Somewhere. Ranting.
Cole, right. Cole is the descendant of Hanzo Hisashi, who we know as Scorpion. Now, the movie starts out with the last of the Lin Kuei, or at least it's interpreted as the last of the Lin Kuei, who are the Sub-Zero clan, coming in to kill the last of the Hanzo Hisashi clan, which is Hanzo Hisashi. They kill the family, they kill Hanzo, and the only one left is his daughter. Then Raiden comes, saves the daughter, and then we go forward in time to modern times. We have Cole, Hanzo Hisashi's great descendant. Oh, right. That battle took place in 1670 something. Then we go forward in time. Cole is some kind of cage fighter. He's really good, or was, and then he gets beat the hell up. And then Jax notices him, and then Mortal Kombat ensues. The only good things about this movie, Kano and the remix. It's EDM, but still pretty good.
Yes, the Immortals were able to put their own song back in it. They remixed it, so it's still dancey. It's still, but they made it dance music for the current era versus dance music for the early '90s, and you can really hear the difference between kind of the techno synth stuff that you got in the early '90s. That now that's kind of a sub riff for them to kind of like EDM house music off of.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't sound bad.
No, it's a good song.
But you gotta wait until the end credits to hear it.
Yeah, throughout the entire movie, nothing except their own original score, and then suddenly, Immortals.
You'd think they'd at least play that during the fight montage at the end of the movie when they're having all the big fights. And it's literally a montage.
Oh, right. With that montage and the pacing, nobody gets proper screen time except for Kano. Like, legit. He steals the show, and it shows that they knew, okay, this is going to be shit. We have to put him in front of the camera as much as we possibly can. I mean,
it works.
Liu Kang has no personality whatsoever. Okay? No. Kung Lao is kind of just like a self-important bitch. And Cole is just, woe is me.
He exists.
Yeah. Sonya Blade wants to be in the tournament so bad. She wants to kill Kano, but she's like, no, I'm good.
Honestly, I'd say the biggest thing that was working against this movie is the fact that it was made by an Australian company. And, like, 90% of the cast are Australian TV actors. They have not had serious roles in a while. So, let's put you in a movie, caters mostly to American audiences. Oh yeah, here, speak in an American accent if you can. If you can't, you get to be the one Australian guy.
Yeah. Oh, Shang Tsung. Oh my god. They basically neutered or declawed, whatever you want to call it, Shang Tsung. He was not threatening in the least. It was just like, I am evil. Fear me. Yeah, no. Literally, just... I swear I expected, what's his name? Vincent Price to come out and be like, should we really fear you though? Like you know what I mean? Like kind of that B-movie hammy thing.
Honestly, I forget the name of the actor who played Shang Tsung in the original movie. But the actor that they have playing him in this movie looks like him if he was dead and bloated.
Why dead and bloated?
Because that's exactly how he looks. He looks like a body who's been floating in the river for like 6 months. And then suddenly he's reanimated, but he's still just holding all that water in. Like, he's so big and bulky. Like, it's like they wanted to make him look like he's going to be really buff under that armor. But what really came out was you got a fat dude in a little suit of armor. Like every time he comes waddling in the scene, you just kind of want to go, fat guy in a little coat.
God damn it. Okay, the original Shang Tsung was Keri Hiroyuki Tagawa.
Keri Tagawa.
Yeah.
Okay. And who was it in this movie?
That's what I'm checking now. Give me a second.
They have a similar face, but literally just like add 40 pounds. But only to the face.
I think it might be this guy. Chin Han?
Yes.
Chin Han.
Yes. Chin Han plays Shang Tsung, and dude, he was so good in Skyscraper. He's the one who plays the detective in Skyscraper.
He is?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's the detective guy. That
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah, he's that buff detective who gets the awesome gunfight at the end of the movie.
How did they make him look so fat?
Exactly. This is the dude who is a martial artist. Not a good one, but he is a martial artist. He's in shape. Put him in a movie and it looks like... Let's assume they shot this entire movie during pandemic. So over the course of the last year and a half. This man looks like when he entered lockdown, he started eating and didn't stop until someone told him, hey, we're shooting another movie, you want to be in it?
Ah, fuck. Just... Okay. Now we have to talk about Raiden.
Do we?
Yes, we have to.
Okay.
You started this.
Okay.
You're going to help me.
So, Raiden's actually Asian in this one. Yay.
Yay.
Finally. Asian Raiden.
I don't mind.
You know who played Raiden better? The two white guys in the other movies.
The two white guys? Really? Two?
Yeah. Christopher Lambert played him in the first one. And I don't know who the fuck played him in the second one. He was also white.
Why? Okay. I'm not saying the second one was bad, but why?
Why?
No. Why the second Raiden? The second one was a bad movie. Still decent, but it was bad.
Why is he better than this one?
Yes.
Because he's still one-liner. Like, okay, Raiden, I don't mind Raiden as an asshole, but I do prefer him to kind of have that cocky smugness, one-line quippy shit, not being an asshole quippy. That's what they went with this movie. They went with, hey, let's have him be as big of an asshole as possible.
James Remar. He played him in the second movie. He played a decent Raiden. I'm just saying that I prefer Lambert.
In comparison, that man needs an Oscar.
Okay, but at the same time...
But then again, in comparison, every actor in the second movie deserves an Oscar.
Okay, but to be fair, and this is going to sound kind of racist... I'm kidding, no. But in all seriousness, I mean, the dude, when he was speaking English, he sounded, I swear, he sounded like he had a Belgian accent. I swear he did it just to fuck with people.
Yes, when in English he was trying, I think he was trying to channel the Christopher Lambert version. It came across well, it just, he didn't have that sassiness.
I actually do miss that Raiden, like that I wish they would have written him like that. I really do.
Bring back sassy Raiden. Like I will accept the second one of these movies. Like I actually want them to turn this into a franchise.
No, for the love of Christ, no.
Yes, we need more. Like we need the Johnny Cage movie.
Like, look, Tadanobu Asano. Okay, he's the guy who played Raiden. He's done good shit. Like, look at what he's done. He's done fucking. Hold on, I'm pulling up his filmography. Okay. Stuff we've seen him in. Okay. See. Come on, 2000s. There we go. Ichi the Killer. That I saw him in.
Yes, he's great in that.
Okay. Zato Ichi.
Yes, he was amazing in that. So that's right. This whole movie is full of good actors, but they're good at what they do. This man is good at playing stoic
Stoic.
or just not talky characters. So let's make him a god who likes to be a sassy bitch.
There was no sass whatsoever, except for that one line.
Because the actor is not good at that.
Another one who stole the movie, besides Kano, like not as Kano, obviously
Cabal.
not like Kano, but stole the movie, Hanzo Hisashi.
Yes. Okay. I could say Cabal. Cabal was fucking awesome.
Oh,
He
that too.
deserved so much more screen time.
Okay, yes.
But yes, Hanzo, Scorpion, amazing. Like, the choreography and the cinematography for the opening fight scene between him and Sub-Zero, fucking beautiful. The fight scene towards the end of the movie, again, between him and Sub-Zero, brilliant. It's the every other fight in the goddamn movie that sucked.
It's called. I knew him. He was in The Last Samurai. Like, he's a great actor. He was the guy who kept kicking the crap out of Tom Cruise.
Yes.
He
was Bob.
Huh?
He was Bob?
No, the other guy. The guy who hated Tom Cruise.
Oh, alright. I thought he was the sidekick you never talked to. Like, I'm gonna call you Bob.
Yeah, no.
I like that guy.
He was also in 47 Ronin. The modern, yeah.
That one was a good movie.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Honestly, could have done with Keanu in that one. Like, the whole movie was good, except Keanu.
Them's fighting words.
What? It's true though.
I hate you.
Like, they could have recast it with any other surfer dude.
I hate you.
The Lebanese Canadian.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Jump into the... What's it called? Jump into the Lake Michigan. Go die. Fuck you. Okay. Why did we start this? Okay,
Because we can.
There's just...
Because we needed to pad the runtime. And the best way to... Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
We needed to hit at least an hour. We don't get an hour off of... Dude, this is a great fucking movie. You should watch it. I can't tell you any one scene that's awesome because this whole movie is awesome from start to finish. Despite the fact that it differs from the comics by a lot. And it's weird, but it's awesome. You should watch it. Have your own opinion. It's a great movie. There you go.
So which movie are we talking about?
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. What's it called? I don't know why it gets all the hate, but yeah. Okay,
Well,
back to what we
I
hate.
understand where the hate is coming from.
Okay, how?
It is a little bit preachy. It does differ, and like where the first Wonder Woman movie was, like they attempted a little bit more to ground it in some kind of reality. The pacing was a little bit better. You get literally the same screenwriter, the same director, the same producer to come back and do the movie, and it's like, hey, she's a comic book character, right? Yeah. Can we turn the comic book factor up to 11? Like, we're at a solid 5. Sometimes we hit 7. Let's crank it to 11 and keep it there.
Okay, the beginning of the movie, like after the whole...
Where she's swinging around like
Yeah.
Spider-Man, saving people.
Yeah, that was weird. That was just why. But, I mean, and the beginning of the movie where she's really, really good at stuff, and yeah, like, at the beginning, what's it called? The first movie, her mother would not have allowed that. She would not have at all. And then suddenly she's taking part in the equivalent of Themyscirian Olympics. I mean, no. Basically, tell me no.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
But it makes some sense.
Barely.
Because this wasn't specifically combat training. That's where she was against. She didn't want her to learn combat training in the first movie.
Okay, but she can learn horseback riding. She can learn shooting and art. What's it called? Shooting a bow and arrow. She can learn. What was that last one? No, I think. Yeah, that's basically it.
Cliff diving.
Cliff diving, I don't think she'd object to, but still.
General acrobatics. Well, see, the bow and arrow, just for being able to fire that from the horseback, like, I can see that being useful for hunting.
Okay, fine.
Especially on their big ass island with the chasing hogs through the brush. Yeah, I can see that. The ability to accurately throw a spear several hundred yards. I can see that being a useful skill that's not specifically a combat skill. And you remember, she was literally only against her learning how to fight with a sword and a shield.
True, fine. I mean, okay, now, the preachiness though. The only preachy part was literally the end of the movie. The rest of it was more like, you can wish, but no, just, you can't. You have to give it back.
It's subtle until the end.
Okay, yes. So at least it wasn't preachy throughout the whole thing. It was more like, pay attention to this, pay attention to this, pay attention to this.
You know how people are. Like, you know how people are. Like, hey, we're making a point here. Pay attention. There's a point. There's a point. Oh, look, we hit you with a head sledgehammer with the point at the end. Did you hear the point? Did you get the point? Here's the point. Like, yeah, we got it. I figured out the fucking point 30 minutes into the movie. The movie's 2.5 hours long. You don't have to keep subtly bringing it up until you swing it like a sledgehammer at us.
Technically, it was a lasso.
True. But I also, like, I agree with you. It wasn't that preachy of a movie. Like, it got to its message and then kind of stuck to it.
Exactly. I mean, I thought that it wasn't exactly preachy. I thought it was more like you could be a little more subtle about it. You know what I mean? Like, they could have padded the 2-hour-long runtime with a little more mystery, as it were.
Yes, because that's exactly what this movie needed, was to be longer.
No. I mean, keep the same length or cut it down, but not hammer it home so much.
True.
That's what I mean. Like, what's it called? When they find out that the stone is the stone of whatever the god's name is, like, that was a weird ass discovery. Some dude in the back of a workout studio, I think it was. Like,
yes,
like
Indian guy from Canada living in DC, renting a room behind a record store, happened to be a direct descendant of the Mayan.
Yeah, that was just plain weird.
Who had a written record of the last time the MacGuffin was used.
Also, he had a book of all things.
As I mean, he had a book, an actual book in Mayan of literally the tracking the MacGuffin.
Like, I'm Mexican and I'm just like, not all brown people are the same. Like, come on. I'm not saying it's not possible, but at the same time, like, with modernity and the Mayans and shit, no. Like, he was, what's it called? His descendants were from Pangaea. No. The Mayans died out, like, what? I want to say 3,000 years ago? No, less than that. 2,500 at least years ago, I want to say.
Something
Around
like
there.
that.
Before the Spanish ever got to Mexico. Point is, like, that was the weirdest point and the weakest point in the entire movie. Don't you yawn on me. No, just, I mean, like, to me, that was the laziest writing in this movie. Otherwise, it was a decent movie. It wasn't great, but it was decent.
Like I said, I enjoyed it. At least keep me entertained the entire time. Like, okay, like, a little bit back to Mortal Kombat. You know, that's another reason why I would say Mortal Kombat is a good movie. It did keep me engaged and entertained for the 2 hours it was on. A little under 2 hours. It's under 2 hours, but I think it's an hour 50. So just shy of 2 hours. But it kept me engrossed, mostly trying to figure out what the fuck does Cole have to do with any of this. Where the fuck's the story? Where the fuck's the story? Where the fuck's the story?
The only good part about Cole's entire arc was literally Raiden gave him the Hizashi blade. He used it in order to stab Bihan, Sub-Zero, and then suddenly he comes back to life from hell.
Yeah.
That was the only epic part of this movie. For me, at least.
Oh, yeah. For me, there's very little epicness in this movie. Well, in Mortal Kombat, there's very little epicness, but it was good.
No, just no.
But Wonder Woman was way better. And I don't really have bad things to say about Wonder Woman. Yes, I can be nitpicky. I can say the pacing kind of goes all over the place sometimes. Sometimes it feels like they just shoehorn something in, like they didn't think of it at first, so they're just like, oh, yeah, this scene would be better if this was here, so we have to reshoot it to make it a few seconds longer, which is the right way to do a reshoot, but it's like those are the complaints. Like, it didn't always seem like it belonged.
Just, yeah.
But yeah, it's a good movie. I would say it's worth to watch. I would if you've not seen it, I recommend it. Watch it.
Yeah, I disagree wholeheartedly. Skip this. Go back, watch Mortal Kombat, watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Then watch this movie, and you'll see that Mortal Kombat Annihilation deserves a fucking Oscar. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
There we go.
You're just not quite right.
Oh, fuck you.
Just like me.
No. Like,
you
no.
know you want to be just like me.
No.
You want to be like me?
No. Jesus is my friend for a reason. To keep me away from people like you.
He's my friend too. He gives me tacos.
God damn you. Just basic takeaway, just Mortal Kombat, watch it if you want to. I wanted to watch it. I regret it completely. I wish I had my life back. Wonder Woman, great movie. Okay, good movie. Not great, but decent. Also, there was this scene, the Chris Pine trying on clothes thing. That was fucking hilarious.
Yes. Like, I like some of his outfits. Like when he just had on the linen slacks, just trying to pair different shirts with it. Like, half of those actually worked.
We'll agree to disagree.
There was at least one where I think it was just a shirt and slacks. Like, that would have been an acceptable outfit. That would have been an acceptable outfit by 80 standards too.
Yes,
like,
but
there was no
no
reason for that outfit to be rejected. Yeah, his linen slacks were banana yellow. Whoop-de shit. There's the 80s. Guess when Zumba started being a thing?
The 90s.
The late 80s.
Okay, look.
Parachute pants. I love that line. That's my favorite line. Parachute pants. Like, does everybody parachute now? Is it easy to do?
No. I love that line too, but okay. The one thing he had that scarf with the wavy shirt, with a
like that outfit actually looked decent. Like,
he had decent.
He had the slacks. He had the shirt. Then he had the
scarf,
the striped scarf over that, and then the light jacket. It worked.
It worked, but it also did not look right.
It has to look right. It has to be functional. It is a perfectly functional as is unit.
The hell it is. I preferred him with the the tight shorts and the what's it called, like neon green shirt he was wearing.
The fanny pack.
Oh God, the fanny pack.
The American issued bag, as he called it.
Yes. Oh
God. That went with every outfit. You should never take it off.
He loved that thing. I don't know why.
Because it's a bag. Everybody wants a man bag.
No, just no. Like, I had one in the 90s. I didn't like it. I'm like, I don't even use this thing. Why am I wearing this? To put your stuff in. I have pockets! Like, legit. Okay. What?
Pockets. I have pockets. You know, I wear cargo pants all the time, so I always have fucking pockets. Pocket.
Okay, like, just his obsession with the fanny pack. No,
I think he liked it because he had the flag on it.
he was a soldier. I mean, I think we're done here. What?
It was a good movie. There's maybe there's not that many quotable lines from it. Maybe it is one of those movies that it wasn't that good, so you'll forget it more likely than you forgot the first one.
I will.
But that doesn't mean it was bad. I've seen 100 movies that I consider to be great that I can't. Some of whom I can't even tell you the goddamn name of. I can describe the plot of the movie to you. I can tell you who was in the movie, but I have no idea what the actual. No, I don't know who's in the movie. I don't know when it was made. They don't know any of that stuff. And I think that's what this movie's going to become. It's going to become one of those movies that everybody who saw it vaguely just remembers. Yeah, I saw that movie. What was it about? Not Nazis. That was the first one.
Okay. I mean, not every movie has to be quotable. I mean, it's not like Ryan Reynolds was in this thing. Ryan Reynolds has many quotable lines. Not in this movie. I'm just saying in general.
True.
I really wish this movie was better, but it's still a good movie.
I think that's what I said at the beginning of this. Like, it was good. It could have been better, but it absolutely could have been worse.
Now, Mortal Kombat. That was just dog
Mortal
shit.
Kombat could have been much better. It could not have been much worse.
Like, okay, I don't even really have a problem with the acting. The acting was fine. The problem was pacing, like putting everything together and just.
That's because you would have like fast-paced action, and then this super short, like, let's start having a heartfelt conversation. But before we conclude that conversation, let's go back to the training montage of fast-paced action of Cole getting his ass kicked. And then back to slowing it down a little bit. And then back to fast. And then slow, fast. Slow, fast, slow. Slow, 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 fast, slow. Slow, fast, slow. Fast, 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 slow, fast.
Besides the fight scenes, the best scene in the entire movie is when Kung Lao and Liu Kang are like busting Kano's chops and he finally gets the goddamn laser eye.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, I actually liked that scene. I was laughing. I'm like, Liu Kang actually has personality. Finally!
Although, like, there is one subtle thing that you have to be paying attention for. Like, most people are paying attention. You're watching the people who are talking. So you're paying attention to Liu Kang. You're paying attention to Kung Lao. But what people will probably notice is, like, fail to notice, is Jax struggling with the chopsticks with the little spindly arms. Like, they're like, the white people at the table have a knife and fork. Why does the black guy who recently had his arms replaced by barely functional skeletal, like, someone bolted an erector set to his shoulder?
Basically.
Why is he using the utensils that require dexterity?
Who knows? I actually did not notice that until you said
Yeah,
it.
I noticed it because you could just, like, you see his arm, you see at the bottom of the screen, you see the top of the chopstick coming out, and it's just like, you can see it moving like he's trying to grab something on his plate and it's just not working.
Wow. That is a dick move, wow.
But that's a fun little attention to detail. That's another thing this movie misses a lot. There's a whole lot of, well, that's obvious CG, like that, no. Hey, that's in a different spot than it was half a scene ago.
That's the thing. Like, the CGI in this movie is weird. Like, freaking, his arms looked horrible. What else? What was that dude's name?
The fire effects for uh,
Hanzo.
no, his fire effects were actually pretty good. The ones with Liu Kang, some of his fire effects were like, it's really obvious that someone just put a flashlight in his hand. Like, here, hold this. And then they put fire in after.
Also, Reptile did not look as good as he could have.
No.
The only things that looked good were Goro and Hanzo's flames.
Which Girl makes sense because they've been making HD video games with Girl in it for the last decade. So, yeah, they have lots of digital analogs for him that they can put in. Yeah, just take his rendering out of one of the cutscenes for the movies that are always fucking 1080.
Alright, closing thoughts besides that Wonder Woman is good movie, not great, but good.
I got nothing. Although, if this was a different type of movie, Gal Gadot, Kristen Wiig, yes.
Moving on. So,
Especially in the Cheetah makeup.
God damn it. One last thing for Mortal Kombat. They teased Johnny Cage. They could have had him in this movie, but no. Because they didn't want the white guy, according to the media. But, I mean, I doubt this is going to get a second movie. I kind of wish it does just for Johnny Cage, honestly. Because, well, it's Johnny Cage. You know who he is. He's cocky. And, yeah.
But unlike the internet, I do not want Ryan Reynolds as Johnny Cage.
Why not?
I'm in the other camp for the internet who people picking him. I want The Miz. I think he would do better. Especially this movie was kind of campy. It was fun. Like, when they're trying to have fun, it's campy humor. Which is what they had in the very first movie too. Like, the few scenes that are meant to be funny are dumb, campy humor.
It just...
And I think you'll get that out of The Miz more. Plus you'll get fighting skill. For Ryan Reynolds, you'll get a lot of quips. You get lots of quotable one-liners and stuff. But I don't think you'll quite get that, oh, this is why you're entering. You know, things like that.
Do you not remember Blade Trinity?
Yeah.
Come on!
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, in all seriousness, I would prefer Reynolds, but I'll admit, The Miz does have the personality for it.
That's what I mean. Like, to portray the character, someone who like can act, who does stunts, and is stupidly cocky. That was The Miz's character for years in the WWE.
Look, we'll agree to
He's
disagree. I'll agree that he would be a good choice, but I would also say that Ryan Reynolds is a good choice.
Both are good choices. I'd say them. Like I said, for the humor, for the one-liners, for the quotability, for that to be able to sell the movie based the literally just a trailer of quotes. Ryan Reynolds, absolutely.
Okay, I'm trying to bring... Okay, if they do make a number 2, I want this movie to actually be good. Okay?
Okay, so to do that, let's get rid of the entire cast.
Motherfucker.
Absolutely get rid of Cole.
Get rid of Cole, okay? Get rid of Raiden. Well, Raiden probably changed a couple things. Maybe not get rid of him, because the actor can act. Dude can do good. I don't think he was given good material. Okay? Keep Shang Tsung if they can change a couple things, because what the fuck?
Like, you let him go on a diet and get in shape?
Motherfucker.
Dude, like, carried around a bunch of water weight? I get it. They shot the movie mostly in southern Australia. It's fucking hot there. But, dude, come on.
Okay, I would say keep Sonya. She was actually pretty good. Her
She
American
was.
accent needs work sometimes, but she was good.
Yeah.
Keep Jax. Either recast or
the
teach
actor
Liu
wasn't
Kang and
bad.
Kung Lao to act, because what the fuck?
Well, they did kill Kung Lao.
He'll be back.
Well, I mean, he ate his soul.
He'll be back. They always come back, you know that.
Liu Kang, kill him off. They're redeeming his character.
Don't kill him off. Recast,
crap.
maybe.
He was crap.
Honestly, I think it was just the script, because I think he can do good. His
Well,
acting wasn't bad. It was the delivery.
Well, I've seen him in dramas before, so yes, he's a good actor. But no,
Why?
no.
Okay, fine. I say it myself, so fine. Okay. The bad guys. Melina.
See, she wasn't bad. The thing is,
They barely spoke.
true. But I'm thinking with like, if they introduce Katana and Melina are twins. I don't think I want to see this actress playing basically the same character without the weird teeth.
Why?
I don't know. Like, I think she works great for a Melina character, which means she does not work good for a Katana character.
Okay,
Her personality, like, it's basically got a 180 shifted to play Katana.
Okay, I can see that. Maybe get actual twins.
Yeah, that would work.
Bad guys. Who else is a bad guy? Kano. Cabal. He was. I don't even know who the actor is. I'm looking that up.
Who?
Cabal.
Come on. Oh, I forgot. He was great. He needed more screen time. He chewed the scenery too. Like him and Kano, like the little banter exchange that they had with each other, amazing. They needed more of that.
Agreed. I wish they would have done more. Apparently, this is Daniel Nelson. He looks weird. It's loading. Sorry. I swear I've seen him in something before, though.
Daniel Nelson. Let's see. Godzilla first. He's done. Oh, he's just a stunt coordinator.
But he is actually truly the guy who played. Maybe somebody else played the voice. I guess.
Oh no, he did the voice for him too, because you don't ever see his face.
Ah, okay.
So he actually does play the character in this one, but yeah, it looks like in most other stuff you don't see who he is, because he's like the stunt coordinator, and so yeah. Okay, so as an actor, he's.
One more thing. When Sonya kills Kano and finally gets the mark, she suddenly knows how to use her power, and she basically slices through Melina's abdomen. Like, that was just plain weird. I get it in reference to the games after you explained a little, but it was like, no, you shouldn't be able to use it that fast.
Yeah, he hasn't been in anything noteworthy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Sonya's special.
Yeah.
That OP heart-shaped pink blaster.
Yep.
Yeah. That somehow misses the spine.
That didn't make sense.
That is always my favorite part of that. It always has been. It bores a perfect tunnel through somebody's body, but goes directly around the spine. It does not sever the spine at all.
Also, where people say their own ending to the fight, flawless victory, and what was the other one?
It was a fatality. Flawless victory.
Yeah, it was campy. I liked it. I'll admit it, but I was like, God damn it.
They needed a finish him.
Yeah, that would have been good. Probably from Shang Tsung, that would have been good.
Probably. They're even a Raiden. Honestly, something that would have made this movie awesome. Because let's fully embrace the camp. Because this movie was campy as shit at times.
Yeah.
Let's fully embrace it during the fight scenes. When you start seeing those combos stringing and somebody's about to pull off one of their specials and they hit that special, toasty!
That If Liu
You
Kang,
know Ed Boon would totally fucking record that. He would come in the studio for a day, thinking of brand new, just fresh.
he would. All right.
Oh, there we go. We'll put Noob Saibot in the game. And we'll just have him. That's the only line he can say. Like, who the fuck are you? Toasty.
All right. I think that wraps up this week's 0 Point Energy. This is Jorge.
This is Sean, and as always, there really was 0 point to what we talked about.
And just as much energy.
Bye bye.
We love you, people, but fuck you. Bye.